guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be reacting to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. Firstly, Xavi's summer transfer budget has been leaked, and reportedly it will be around 200 million euros to spend on new signings this summer, and Xavi's very happy with that, and he wants to sign up to 6 players this summer. And of course, the 3 main targets for those 6 players are Lewandowski, Kounde, and Bernardo Silva. All 3 transfers will be very difficult, but in the end, Barcelona are confident that they can get these deals over the line at the request of Xavi. But of course, with players coming in, players will have to be sold this summer, and of course the main one is Frenkie de Jong. His move to Manchester United is getting closer and closer by every passing day. The difference between Barcelona and Manchester United is only 10 million euros, and of course when it's that close, the deal always ends up happening. Barcelona is staying very firm on their price of 80 million euros fixed, plus of course 20 million euros in variables to reach their 100 million euro valuation for Frenkie de Jong. And in the end, Manchester United are looking very likely to pay what Barcelona wants. And finally, some contract renewal updates on Memphis Depay, and you guessed it, Ousmane Dembele. He is back. Apparently now with the economic levers coming in, Barcelona will offer Ousmane Dembele one final contract renewal. And also, Dembele has been seen on video talking with Barcelona fans and telling them that he will 100% renew his contract at Barcelona. But before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button down below. Let's try to get to 300 likes on this video. Be very much appreciated. Also, if you're new, make sure you subscribe down below if you haven't already, and let's get into it. Let's start off with the transfer news over the past 24 hours. Of the first player that we have been linked with is of course the #1 target and priority signing for this summer, Robert Lewandowski. Now, first coming in from Gerardo Romero, he's come out saying that Robert Lewandowski to Barcelona would be completed without any noise, and there should be a new offer in the coming days. Again, we keep on hearing this, that Barcelona want to do this deal as quietly and as quickly as possible. They don't want to cause Bayern Munich trouble, because after what they've been through now for the past month, Lewandowski coming out doing interviews every other day, so the club really want to do this internally, and also because of what's happened over recent weeks as well. Now, Eduardo Romeo, of course, the Vice President of Economics at Barcelona, he was asked about the Lewandowski deal, and he came out saying that Tebas saying that Barcelona cannot sign Lewandowski did a lot of harm, because we were in a board meeting and the player's agent called President Joan Laporta. We must do our homework so as to not depend on anyone's interpretation. So apparently the board meeting was taking place, and Fini Zahavi called Laporta saying, what the F is going on? Why is the president of La Liga saying you cannot sign Lewandowski? Apparently he was pissed, and of course led to Joan Laporta being pissed, and that's when he came out in the media a couple hours later saying, Javier Tebas, stop talking about Barcelona. And ever since then, Javier Tebas has been keeping his yap shut about us. So again, Lewandowski, top priority. We all already know that. The big question at this point is how much Barcelona will offer to Bayern Munich in the coming days. Will it be 40 million euros, 50 million euros, somewhere in the middle? We'll have to wait and see. Now, along with a striker to the position in the attack that Barcelona want to strengthen this summer is of course the right wing, and one of the targets in that position is Angel Di Maria, the free agent. And Di Marzio has come out saying that Juventus are expecting a definitive answer from Angel Di Maria by the end of today. So apparently today, Di Maria will communicate his decision to Juventus whether he'll join them this summer as a free agent or walk away from the deal again. And Matteo Morito has come out saying that Juventus are committed to convincing Di Maria by offering a contract that he wants. Barcelona's option is the one that the player and his family have most wanted for 2 weeks, when Barcelona's interest was the most concrete. Di Maria does not want to wait without guarantees, and Juventus want to sign him right now. Di Maria has made it known to those close to him that he would prefer to finish his European stage in Barcelona or Benfica due to personal reasons, but the team that is most hungry to sign him is Juventus. In a couple of days, Di Maria must give a definite answer to Juventus, who believe they've done everything possible to sign him. So Di Maria does not really want to go to Juventus, but they're really pushing for him, and that has been of course appreciated back by Di Maria. He's not a big fan of going to Juventus. He prefers to go to Barcelona or Benfica for one more year in Europe and then go back to Argentina to finish off his career. But Juventus keep on pushing and pushing for him, and they are now offering him the contract and also the money that he wants as well. So wait and see on Di Maria, but again, if it comes down to choosing Barcelona or Juventus, he'll definitely choose Barcelona, but Barcelona have not made any concrete offer to him. They've shown some interest to him and his agent, but it's Juventus who have the contract on the table for him, and they want an answer as soon as possible. Now, along with the attack, a position that Barcelona really want to strengthen this summer is, of course, the center back department, and Xavi wants the signing of another center back, more specifically Jules Kounde, who is, of course, his primary target in that position. Now, Cope have come out saying that Jules Kounde has been chosen by Barcelona to strengthen the defense, and the club is working to present an offer to Sevilla in the next couple of days. So over the next couple of days, offer Lewandowski and also an offer for Jules Kounde, but this operation will be difficult. Sevilla want money and also plush cash if that money valuation is not met. They want around 65 million euros for him. If we cannot offer that, they would take around 55 or 60 plus another player as well, and the only player they're interested in Barcelona right now is Serginho Dest. So we'll have to wait and see with Kounde. Hopefully we can keep Dest out of this deal. I personally will not include him. There's no other right back in the world right now that we can bring in to, be a good substitute for the Azpilicueta coming in as well. A lot of question marks on the right back position. Of course, Sergio Roberto now is being considered as an option there. I think including Dest in this deal is a big no-no, but of course, Xavi is desperate for Kounde, but he does have a backup option for Kounde, and that is Kalidou Koulibaly. Now, the Martials come out saying the club that is most interested in signing Kalidou Koulibaly at the moment is Barcelona, but Napoli for the moment believe they will not lose him, even though he has only 1 year left of his contract and has not renewed it either. So Napoli are confident they can keep Koulibaly, and Barcelona are the most interested team in him at the moment. For me, each passing day goes by, I feel like 40 million euros for Koulibaly is better than 60 plus Dest for Kounde. That's just my opinion. I understand Xavi wants Kounde. If money was not involved, I would pick Kounde as well. He's experienced in the league. He's younger. He can play right back as well. But for me, I think Koulibaly is just a better value for deal in my opinion. But again, Napoli are very confident of keeping him. And there are also reports coming out saying that the manager of Napoli, Spalletti, will quit as the manager if they don't keep Koulibaly as well. So Koulibaly, very, very important for Napoli. We already know this. PSG, Bayern Munich, Man United, Man City have all tried, and I think Real Madrid as well, have all tried to sign him over the past few years, and he stayed loyal. But this year now is where the big question marks come in. Again, the Napoli coach is ready to quit if Koulibaly does not continue at the club. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with Koulibaly. But again, his transfer is looking more and more unlikely because Napoli are desperate to keep him, and that's why the Kounde option is picking up pace. Now, a position for Barcelona this summer that isn't the priority at the moment, but it could be later on in the window, is of course the midfield, and the primary target, of course, is Bernardo Silva. Now, Cope have come out saying that Barcelona have begun preliminary talks with Bernardo Silva's agent Jorge Mendes. He is the intended replacement for Frenkie de Jong in the event that he is sold. So again, as we all know, if Frenkie de Jong is sold, Bernardo Silva is the primary target. And I tell you what, the club will look like absolute fools if we sell Frenkie de Jong and don't bring in Bernardo. The fan base is hyped for this signing. Of course, Bernardo fits the system more than Frenkie de Jong. I understand that, but right now we have Frenkie de Jong. If he is sold, everyone, including the fan base, the boardroom, Xavi, wants Bernardo Silva. He has an agreement with Pep Guardiola at Man City that if a good offer comes in, he can leave. He wants to leave Man City, but of course will stay if no offer comes in. It's all down to the fact that if Frenkie de Jong was sold or not. So when Frenkie de Jong is sold, we can talk more about this, but right now he's not. So again, Bernardo Silva at the moment is just a dream until Frenkie de Jong is sold. But at the moment, Bernardo Silva is just a dream until Frenkie de Jong is sold. But we have been linked with another midfielder that is that creative midfielder like Bernardo Silva as well, and he has played for Barcelona in the past, and that is Rafinha. ESPN have come out saying that Barcelona would be interested in signing Rafinha Alcantara this summer. I don't know what Xavi's problem is with former teammates, but apparently he wants to bring back Rafinha. Of course, right now playing for Real Sociedad. He signed from PSG in January, I believe. I mean, no thank you. I don't know why we're being linked with him. This makes no sense. We're only going to buy a midfielder if Frenkie de Jong is sold, and we want Bernardo Silva. We already have Kessie coming in. Pablo Torres signed for Barcelona B. We still have Nico in the squad. Ricky Puig is still here. This makes no sense. I think this is just some, crappy transfer to maybe boost up his contract renewal at Real Sociedad, something like that. But I thought I would bring it up because I found it quite funny. But again, Rafinha will not be joining Barcelona in any way, shape, or form. There is a 0% chance that will happen. The best chance midfielder to join Barcelona this summer is, of course, Bernardo Silva. Now, on the topic of Kessie, we do have some news on his transfer and Andreas Christensen, who, of course, have already signed for Barcelona and are awaiting official announcement and, of course, registration in La Liga. Now, Ben Aïe from BN Sports has come out saying that in recent months, the Barcelona medical staff visited Milan, London, and Santander in order to subject Kessie, Christensen, and Pablo Torre to medical examinations. Doctors are now on standby in anticipation of future developments. Now, of course, Pablo Torre is already signed, so his medicals are already complete, but apparently the medical tests for Christensen and Kessie are already done. All they have to do now is come back to Barcelona, do that one last final test, with the picture in the Gatorade running with that shirt thingy, that white, with all the spaces. They have to do that, and then that's it. They're officially players. So pretty much these two players are very close to in Barcelona. All they have to do now is just press the upload button and they're officially players. Again, medical examination for Christensen and Kessie are already completed. Now, with Mateo Alemán and Xavi planning for up to 6 signings this summer, the big question has always been, what is the summer transfer budget? I always thought it was around 75 million euros because, of course, we're about to activate the release clause of Erling Haaland, but now we know the figure. Koop have come out saying that Barcelona are planning to organize a 200 million euro budget for the summer transfer window after the economic levers were activated. Talk dirty to me. Wow, 200 million. Get in the comments down below, what would you spend that money? For me, 100 million firstly, I would go for Lewandowski and Rafinha, split it between the two, so maybe 60 million for Rafinha, 40 for Lewandowski, 50-50, whatever that may be. I'd go 50 for Kounde, plus maybe a player in there to, bring that price up, not Des, of course. And then the other 50, I would spend 10, maybe 15 of that on Alonso and Azpilicueta, and the rest of it I'd use on terminating contracts, so Braithwaite, Pjanic, Titi, Lenglet, whoever it may be. Of course, I would sell Mingueza to keep push, bringing some value to the club as well. I think that's me being realistic. Of course, my dream is completely different, but being realistic with the signs that we've been linked with, of course. And of course, I would bring in Bernardo. If we sell Frenkie de Jong, I would use the same money that we sell Frenkie de Jong, all in on Bernardo Silva. And I also believe that's what the club will be trying to do as well. I don't think we'll use 200 million fully on signings. I think we'll probably use around 150, depending on how much Azpilicueta Alonso will cost if we get Rafinha. But you can guarantee right now 40 for Lewandowski, 50 for Kounde, that's at least 90, and then probably 20 for Azpilicueta and Alonso, maybe 15. So we know for a fact we're spending at least 110 million euros. The question is, will we spend more than that? But apparently, according to reports, the budget for Barcelona this summer in terms of transfers is 200 million euros. Let's now discuss the players who have been rumored to leave Barcelona over the past 24 hours. Firstly, of course, the main candidate, Frenkie de Jong. Now, over the past 24 hours, we have received a brief from Manchester United. That means they tell the media what they want to tell their fans. So all these reports are coming in straight from the board of Manchester United. First, coming in from the Telegraph, they've come out saying that Manchester United are still keen to sign Frenkie de Jong from Barcelona, despite both clubs being around 20 million euros apart in their evaluation. Remember that Barcelona wants 85 million euros for Frenkie de Jong. James Jackson has come out saying that Manchester United are preparing a second offer for Frenkie de Jong for around 70 million euros plus bonuses. United are still hopeful that Barcelona will reduce their asking price, and apparently this bid has gone in. Gerard Mirror also confirmed that Manchester United's new offer for Frenkie de Jong is around 70 million euros plus variables. We still haven't heard back yet whether it's been rejected or accepted, of course. Laurie Whitwell from The Athletic has come out saying that currently there is a difference of 10 to 15 million euros in the guaranteed money between Barcelona's demands and Manchester United's offer for Frenkie de Jong. I mean, if it's a 10 million difference, this deal will happen. The bid that came in right now, 70 million euros, will be rejected. They'll offer again 80, and it'll be accepted by Barcelona. If we're only 10 million euros in difference, this deal will end up happening. Now, Fabrizio Romano has come out saying that Barcelona have once again told Manchester United that they want nothing less than 85 million euros fixed for Frenkie de Jong. The salary of Frenkie de Jong this season will be very huge and is creating problems for Barcelona's wage bill. Barcelona are obsessed with Bernardo Silva and Xavi loves him. They probably would be happy to discuss the move with the club if Frenkie de Jong leaves. So of course, The club want their money. They're very, very strong now with the economic levers coming in. I think if the economic levers did not come in, we could have seen the deal be sealed for around 75, I believe. I think Barcelona would have came down 5 million euros and Man United would have went up 5 million euros. Deal would have happened. But now with the economic levers in, we're in no rush. We have the money. But again, the big problem is Frenkie de Jong's wages. He will reduce him if he stays, but again, he's been deferred salaries a lot over the past 2 years under Bartomeu, and now if they pay him back alongside, Gerard Piqué, Boussy, and Jordi Alba as well, Frenkie deferred his salary, and that's going to be a big problem for Barcelona, and also on the fact that he will be earning 400,000 euros per week once the season begins. Again, clear reports, Barcelona only wants 85 million euros fixed, plus 15 million euros, of course, in variables to reach their 100 million euro evaluation. Now, Ben Aid from beIN Sports has come out saying that Barcelona do have a great desire to sell Frenkie de Jong. The player continues to monitor the situation while being on vacation. We're hearing this a lot now from the Barcelona sources saying that the club really want to sell Frenkie de Jong, and mainly because they want to get him off the wage bill and bring someone in that's cheaper, cheaper in terms of the wage bill, of course, not in terms of actual price, and fits the system better as well, and that's, of course, Bernardo Silva. If you think about it, Frenkie de Jong doesn't really fit the system, still a great player, 400,000 euros per week, a lot of money owed deferred salaries. Bernardo Silva, of course, he'll fit the system way better. He'll be around 180 or 200,000 euros per week, and again, it's the same price. So that's the problem right now at Barcelona. And Xavi, of course, he said that, look, I will let you guys sell Frenkie de Jong, but I want Bernardo Silva if you sell him. If I keep Frenkie, I'll still be happy with that, no problem whatsoever. But if you do sell him, I want Bernardo Silva. And finally, Kobe have come out saying that Frenkie de Jong will leave Barcelona this summer. The club are expected to reach an agreement with Manchester United over his transfer. Now, keep in mind, on the Manchester United side, de Jong is their primary #1 marquee signing this summer, like Lewandowski is for us. What Lewandowski is for us, that's what Frenkie de Jong is for Manchester United. They are desperate for him, but they don't want to overpay. In the end, Barcelona have the upper hand, pay up what we want, or else take the high road and just leave us alone at this point. I think what will happen is that Manchester United will make one more offer after the 70 million euro offer, of course, gets rejected, and it depends on what that offer is. If they offer, 73, that's just a slap in the face. If they offer maybe 78, 79, 77, we could reach that agreement. I think 75 is still a bit too low, but in the end, all Manchester United have to do is just pay up and the player is yours. Barcelona want to sell despite the economic levers coming in. That's been quite clear up until this point. Every single journalist in the world has confirmed that despite the economic levers coming in, Barcelona still consider the sale of Frenkie de Jong this summer. So we'll have to wait and see. I think this deal will be happening when you're only 10 million euros apart. One team will have to pay more to get the what they want. In the end, I do believe that Frenkie de Jong will go to Manchester United this summer, as Manchester United pretty much are forced to buy him. The fans are in uproar. They've signed no one. Their team is shite. They finished 6th. They're in the Europa League. They need something to boost up the fan base and, of course, get people to buy their new shirt, and that for them is Frenkie de Jong. So again, we'll have to wait and see, but I do feel like Frenkie de Jong will join Manchester United this summer, and hopefully Barcelona will get Bernardo Silva in return. Now, Frenkie de Jong will not be the only player that will leave Barcelona this summer. Of course, there are many other players on the chopping block, mainly two of them, Lenglet and Miralem Pjanic. Now, Sport have come out saying that Olympique Marseille is pursuing Clement Lenglet strongly. The French club has demanded a list of Barcelona players who are going to leave the club this summer, and Miralem Pjanic is also assured by their interest. The president of Marseille and Matteo Alemán have a fantastic relationship. Again, a couple days ago, Jardomero came out saying that Olympique Marseille and Barcelona will definitely do some business this summer. The question is, what will it be? Pjanic, Lenglet, maybe even something with Conrad. Maybe he could be sold this summer. We do owe 50% of his future sales as well. So whatever Marseille sells Conrad for this summer, we get 50% of that. Apparently, they're offering a loan for both players. I mean, I would say to them, look, buy one and we'll loan you the other one. That's what I would say. Like, at least give us 5-10 million euros for Lenglet and then take Pjanic out on a loan for a season. But we'll wait and see. But it looks very, very likely that Barcelona and Marseille will be doing some business this summer. Now, on the topic of loan players, another loan player alongside Miralem Pjanic who will return to Barcelona this summer is Rey Manaj. Sport have come out saying that Spezia Calcio have decided not to execute their 2.7 million euro buy option for Rey Manaj, and he will return to Barcelona on July the 1st. Rey Manaj's contract ends in 2023, and the club needs to find a new destination for him. Of course, not part of the first team plans. He will be sold this summer, but again, it's another player coming back who we have to deal with. It's like, oh, we have already Pjanic on the list, Braithwaite, Lenglet, Umtiti Mingueza, Ricky Puig, and now we have to add now Rey Manaj to that list. Another problem for Barcelona, of course, in the end, we will sell him probably, for 1.5 million euros to some dead team in La Liga, probably in the second division of La Liga, to be honest, or maybe the second division in the Italian league. But he's back at Barcelona because Spiza decided not to execute their buy option of 2.7 million euros. In the end, he will return, and Barcelona will definitely look to sell him on or move him on this summer. Let's now discuss some contract renewal updates around the first team at Barcelona. Firstly, on the contract renewal of Ousmane Dembele, this saga just never leaves us alone and it never ends. Now, there's no really concrete news at the moment. There is this video, as you can see playing on the right hand side of your screen, of Ousmane Dembele speaking to a fan on the streets at a traffic light. Pretty much the fan took out his phone and started talking with Ousmane Dembele, and he asked him, "Are you staying at Barcelona?" Dembele said, "Yeah, I am." He said, "Oh," then the fan said, "I heard you're going to Chelsea, you want to go link up with Tuchel, aren't you interested?" He said, "Haha, I feel good at Barcelona." I mean, this is news to us. What do you mean you're saying at Barcelona? I'm not hearing this. I'm hearing you're close to Chelsea. I'm hearing Barcelona have, put you on the side and you've rejected our last contract renewal offer. Now, there are reports coming out from, Sport, which is not too reliable, have come out saying that the economic levers now give Barcelona an opportunity to renew Dembele's contract and they will offer him another final contract renewal. I don't believe it, man. I think this man is one step away from Chelsea, 99.9% Chelsea. I cannot see him staying. But again, we see this all the time. He got married. He said, "Oh, he's staying at Barcelona." He did that Instagram post where he's kissing the badge, and now he's telling fans in the street that, "Yeah, I'm staying at Barcelona." I think it's all crap. But in the end, it's happened. So I've let you guys know about this. We'll wait and see with Ousmane. I mean, I doubt he'll stay, but again, he's very confident that he will be a Barcelona player next season. The next and final contract renewal update is on the contract renewal of Memphis Depay, and Sport have come out saying that Barcelona are negotiating a contract renewal until 2025, even though he remains on the market and he could leave if a big offer arrives. So apparently we are talking with Memphis Depay over a 3-year contract renewal, but he still could leave if a good offer comes in. I cannot see it happening. Our front line at the moment is very, very slim. You have Ansu Fati, Oba, Ferran Torres, and Memphis. Of course, Lewandowski could be coming in. Dembele will be leaving in about 11 days time, but 4 forwards. And of course, Ansu Fati is just so damn freaking injury prone. I think Memphis is set in stone to stay, and he should stay this summer. But if he has to stay, we have to renew his contract. If he does not want to renew his contract, then we have to get rid of him this summer to earn some money, or else he'll leave next summer for free. January, we can have a whole entire fiasco like we had with Dembele last January. The club don't want that. I think in the end that Memphis Depay is very, very happy at Barcelona. If we do offer him a contract renewal, he will accept it on the same terms that he's currently on. Just extend the years pretty much, maybe give him like a little bit of a bonus. But I do think his continuation next season is pretty much set in stone. So I'll have to wait and see with Memphis Depay. We are in talks over a contract renewal, and of course his sale is still possible this summer if a good offer arrives. Now, the final topic that I wanted to discuss before I end off this video is give you guys an update, of course, surrounding Barcelona over the past 24 hours, mainly on those economic levers that have been approved over the past few days. This is coming in from Mundo Deportivo, and they've come out saying that Barcelona must close the first 10% of sales of TV rights before June the 30th to be able to register new players. There are 8 offers on the table worth around 200 to 300 million euros, and of course negotiations are ongoing. The rest of the TV rights, BLM, and Barca Studios can be done in July. So again, I repeat, the deadline for the TV rights is June the 30th for at least 10%. That way we can get that money in straight away, get rid of the FFP, get into the one run rule, and also be able to register new players like Lewandowski, Christensen, and Kessie. But for Barca Studios, BLM, and the other 15% of the TV rights, the deadline is July the 31st. So we do have another month left until the absolute deadline to seal those sales in revenue, and of course bring in that cash injection to the club. And that's where the majority of the money of that 600, 700 million euros will be coming in. But of course 10% right now before June the 30th. And don't forget that Eduardo Romeo already confirmed in the General Assembly and in multiple interviews that it will be done before June the 30th. It's pretty much set in stone. No worries there whatsoever. But the other 3 economic levers, the 15% of the TV rights, BLM, Barca Studios, will all be done in July. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. But of course, comes all this is extra work, and now Joan Laporta is looking for someone to help him. Sport have come out saying that Barcelona are looking for a general manager to help Joan Laporta on a day-to-day basis. They're not looking for a figure like Fernando Rivera, who of course was a CEO, but someone with a lower profile without, promise and who they can trust and can work behind closed doors as well. So Joan Laporta is looking for someone to help him out on those day-to-day tasks. Of course, another general manager coming in. It'll not be a CEO. Of course, we already knew this a few months ago that Laporta has removed that CEO role from Barcelona after Fernando Rivera left. He was doing a fantastic job, but in the end, he wanted to focus on his own business, and now he'll be looking for a new general manager to help. Very much his assistant. General manager is just like a fancy name for it. It will be, his assistant. In the end, he'll have to find someone that he can trust. Let's hope he can do so. There's a lot of work to be done over the next 2 months, and starting off, of course, with these economic levers, and one of them will have to be activated by the end of this month. So that was my reaction to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and of course, leave your thoughts down below in the comments on everything we discussed. The main thing I want to know firstly is about the summer transfer budget for Barcelona being 200 million euros. How and where would you spend that money this summer? Secondly, on those primary signings of Lewandowski, Bernardo Silva and Kounde, do you think they'll end up happening or not? Thirdly, on the sale of Frenkie de Jong, do you think it's as close as I think it is? And finally, of course, on the contract renewal of Ousmane Dembele and Memphis Depay, do you think that Barcelona will renew both their contracts this summer? And of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Take care, and Forza Barca.